Hello, hi everyone! No, from not of such beginning. Trick or treat? Hey guys, Halloween is coming and the most exciting mysterious stuff are coming too. And you have no doubt who I am. And yeah, this year I want to be Joker, but not Joker from Suicide Squad.
What? Careful.
Sorry, Leto. And I love to choose Heath Ledger Joker. And I hope you appreciate my Halloween look. Honestly guys, Halloween is my favorite holiday ever. Even my birthday couldn't compare with Halloween. But not always. This holiday I love to create myself, to be everyone who I want to be too. You understood? This video describes a Halloween mood. How Halloween couldn't be without sweets and horror movies. In this video I tell you about 4 my favorite horror movies, which I watch every year for Halloween. And if there is a reason that you stayed at home and you won't go to party, like me, take your seat and let's watch my video. So the first movie, I guess everybody, even kids and older people, have known what the movie is. A Nightmare on Elm Street. And don't tell me that you don't know him. As we know, the most cruel, famous and great evil is Freddy Krueger, the maniac who has committed several brutal murders of children. More than 31 years later, these pictures not only doesn't become outdated, and Move Era has secured the status of the cinema which become indicator for horror movies. And everything couldn't be without Wes Craven, who's creative of Nightmare on Elm Street. The feature of the movie is that this movie will never be boring.
Oh, alright.
Every time it will be looked through with new particular interest or with the same suspense. But the best part of Freddy was the movie of 1984. My favorite one. Because there are over 7 parts of Freddy's. The next movie which I love too much as A Nightmare on Elm Street is Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, Clarice, your problem is you need to get more fun out of life.
Believe me, you don't want Hannibal Lecter inside your head.
What did you see, Clarice? What did you see?
And who doesn't know the famous and talented Anthony Hopkins?
Excellent.
If you doesn't know who is he, I introduce you guys to watch Silence of the Lambs. This movie is talking about, in short form, FBI investigates case of the maniac Buffalo Bill and employs the young trainee Starling on this business. It has to finish to help other maniac, the imprisoner Hannibal Lecter, with Buffalo Bill's chapter, because they sin equally. The real blood is coming. Intense forces to worry about heroes. The movie is even not about people and about murders, how they think, how they live, and all which connect with them. They are on the ingenious and also mentally ill people. So guys, get ready not to keep patient during the watching The Silence of the Lambs. And big thank you to Jonathan Demme who created the Legend movie. Such movie I'm sure will attract interest and delight of the audience for a very long time, because it's classic, and classical always in the trend. I'm so fucking envious of people who is going to see this movie for the first time.
Are you kidding me?
No, movies actually is great, but the first time, the first viewing is unmemorable. By the way, I know that there is book of The Silence of Lambs. Is it good, guys? If you know, write me. I would like to know. Is great book or no? Let's go for the third movie, and I don't know how to describe this movie. Most of people think that movie was suck, but I loved, love and will love this movie. Funny Games. Immediately I can tell you guys that this movie is rather psychologically destructive than the horror movie. But nevertheless, it interests to plunge into an unclear, mad and psychologically terrible atmosphere. Young people have decided to have fun. They kill a dog and suggest owners to conclude a bet none of them will live up to morning. A chain of sophisticated monkers, refined tortures, slow sadistic destruction of a family will begin. What can I say about two young men? Paul, who plays Michael Pitt, such a good character. I think that sadistic movie have to look so exactly. Lips, hairstyle and behavior of course, excellent. And his friend Peter, who plays Bradley Corbett. This character is more interesting for me, but anyway, he has something interesting that people can look at him. He is so dependent on his friend that Evan can begin to sob from his words, obeys his team, and sarcastical scene is constantly asked not to call him fat. Anyway, I have to warn you guys, this movie isn't calculated for all people. Perhaps this movie, or exactly TV show, I have decided to leave as a dessert. American Horror Story Season 4 Freak Show.
Where are the freaks? I'm getting bored.
Freaks.
Yeah, exactly, is my favorite part of American Horror Story involved. Someone who hasn't seen the serial yet or other who has seen the serial already, I just remind you about the main plot of Freak Show. The first season begins from the narration in the quiet suburb of Jupiter in the state of Florida.
And whiskers on.
The group of exotic actors arrived at the city in coincidence, along with some dark essence which terrorized both residents and freaks too. Its history of action and their desperate attempts to survive among the art of vagrant circus during in the America. Freak Show forces us to laugh at those moments when it's necessary to cry, and to cry when heroes laugh in awe. More blood and madness, and this is what we need for Halloween. So guys, I hope you got a good information in order to choose what you're going to see the first. If I didn't convince you, please tell me guys which horror movie you recommend to see. I have a mysterious and insane Halloween, and I'm going to see The Silence of the Lambs. Love you all, bye!